the back of our study guide, we're looking at translations on the coordinate plane, which is what you had mentioned earlier. If you're reading the little description, I want to make one small addition to the added notes here. And that is that the vector they have listed is written as a comma b. I would like you to write that it could also be written as h comma k. And I'd like to use those variables with you moving forward because I know that those are the ones you're going to encounter in Algebra 2, Pre-Calculus, Calculus 1, college algebra. So as you continue in your maths career here at high school and moving into college, this is the notation they use, not A and B. So I don't want you to get confused later on. Okay? So I'm introducing it as H and K to you. Notice that this vector tells you the direction and the distance in which you're going. You're moving this many units in the x direction. You're moving this many units in the y direction. And now plus and minus has this sense of up or down, left or right. Okay? So in this example here, the vector 2 comma negative 1 sends you 2 units to the right and 1 unit down. Notice how the coordinates changed. You see it? All we did was added 2 to the x and subtracted 1 from the y. I'm going to learn to speak, I promise. When we redraw the picture, we end up with something that looks like this. Let's try one. Number 1 or number 2? Which one do you want to play with?
2.
2? Okay. Just because my previous class I already did number 3, so we can't do that one. Sorry. All right. Let's graph the triangle they gave us. Please note your scale. How many units is each line worth? 2. So you have to make sure that you're counting by 2s. Okay? The 1 is going to be right halfway between each line. All right, so Q is going to be on 2 comma 5. So 2, 5. Please label it so that you know which point that is. If you don't label them, I'm not going to know which point it is, and so when I go to correct, to give you feedback and grade, I'm going to be like, I don't know what point is which, and I'm not going to be able to give you credit. R is on 7, 1, so that's right about here. S is on negative 1, 2. So right there. According to the vector, how many units are we moving in the x direction? Negative 1 units. Which is which direction, left or right? Left, 1 unit. In the y direction, how far are we going?
2.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative 2, which is up or down? Down. So we'll be going down 2. All right. I messed this up last class period, so hopefully I can do this right this time. I need to connect my points. So connecting them. Q connects to R because those 2 letters are next to each other in this figure's name. So Q connects to R. If I look back at the name again, R is next to S, so those 2 are going to be connected together. And then if I wrap it around, S will connect to Q. There's my figure. I know how I'm translating, so I'm going to get started with my translation. All right, S, I'm going to go left 1, so from here left 1, and then down 2. So my new X is going to be right there. From Q, down 1 to the left, to the left 1, down 2. There's my Q. And make sure you put those primes in there when you label the letters. Notice how I'm graphing it in different color. I do have pencil colors. You're welcome to use different colors on graphing these just so that you can see the difference. R to the left 1, down 2. So R prime is going to be about here. And just like we did in the first one, we're going to connect them with lines in the same order that they were connected originally. S and Q together, Q and R together, R and S together. The pencil colors? yes, please feel free to grab pencil colors. There's some there, and there's also more up on your shelf.